Hello kids. Yes. So I'm going to continue with this block 1 in maths. Okay. In maths book I'm going to continue with the block 1, that is reviewing 3-digit numbers. Hope you all have completed the classwork, right? Wherever I have mentioned CW, okay, you have to write that particular question. You have to copy the question and write the answers in the classwork. I have also explained it to you. Yes, children. So, if you have any doubts, please watch the video once again. Attend the class once again. And if you have any further doubts, you can message me in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so here, number 3, number 4 and this one. From this page, number 3 and number 4, I want you to do it in your classworks. Copy the questions and do it in your classworks. Yes, children. So, can you see here? I have marked here, I have written here also CW and here also CW. Yes. So that means, as I explained, I asked you to make a note of it so that you can write later the notes in your classwork. So if you have completed, then well and good. Let us move on to the next page. Okay. So here, making hundreds. So before discussing making hundreds and all, I want all of you to tell me whether you know what is estimation. Yes, children, do you know what is the meaning of estimation? No need to write this. I will tell and I will give you notes. I will tell, copy it down and then I will write. Okay? Yes. So, what is the meaning of estimation? That means, if I write 3 and if I ask you to write, okay, the nearest number of 3 to its nearest 5. So, when you see 3, okay, when you count 1, 2, 3 on your fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it is compared to 5 and it has to be estimated to nearest 5, we say. That means, yes, 3 is in the middle, right? So, 5 means it can be, yes, written as 5. If I tell you 2, okay, and if I ask you to estimate to nearest 5, then it becomes 0 because 2 is close to 0 than 5. Look, it is 1, 2, 3. 3 steps away from 5, but only 2 steps away. That is 1 step away from 0. Okay, children? Look here. This is 2. And after 1, then 0 is here. So, it is only 1 step away from 0. But what about 5? 5 is here. So, 1, 2 steps away from 5. Yes, 2 steps away from 5. So, it is, yes, it is rounded off. What we say, it is rounded off to 0. This is called the estimation. When I ask you, yes, to round off to the nearest tens. Okay, to round off to nearest tens, and I ask you, okay, round off 7 to nearest tens. So 7, is it close to 0 or is it close to 10? Let us see. So 7 is 6 steps away from 0. Yes, look here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 6 steps away from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it has to reach 0. But what about 7? After 7, 8, 9, 10. So only 3 steps away from 10. So it is estimated to nearest tens by writing 7 as the estimation of 7. Okay? So 7 is estimated as 10. So this is how we tell, okay, what is estimation, to round off to nearest tens or nearest 100. For example, when I ask you 22, round off to nearest tens. So what are the tens, children? So tell me the tens, skip tens, the counting, okay, the skip counting of tens. Tell me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 and so on, right? So these are the tens. What are these? Tens. What about hundreds? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200 and so on. Yes, to infinity. So you understood what are tens and what are hundreds, children? Yes. So when I ask you to estimate 22 to nearest tens. Okay. So what you should do? Yes, the 20 and 30. So 22 is either close to 20 or it is close to 30. Yes. So it is very far away from 10 and 40. So you have to estimate 22 to nearest tens. So tell me whether 22 is close to 20 or whether it is very nearby to 30. Let us see. So I will write 22. How many steps is it away from 20? How many steps is it? Sorry, I will write here. So 22. Let us see the nearest tens. Okay. 222 are 20 and 30. Yes, children. It is close to both 20 and 30. So, to which it is very close. From 22 to 20, only 2 steps, right? That is after 20, 21 and 22. So, only 2 steps away. But what about 30? Yes, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It is 8 steps away. We have to... Yes, 22 has to go 8 steps forward to go near 30. But it have to go only 2 steps backward. Yes, children. So, please remember this. Backward and forward. So, hope you all know backward and forward counting of numbers. Yes, for example, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These all are the forward counting of numbers. I am giving an example. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So this is the backward counting of numbers. Yes. So I am telling 22 should go 2 steps backward. Only 2 steps away. Yes. To reach 20. But it has to move 8 steps forward to reach 30. So, to which tens it is close? 22 is very close to 20. So, when I ask you to estimate 22 to nearest tens, so you have to, the estimation of 22 you have to write in sentence. So, or else you have to write when 22 is estimated to tens, don't write this, to nearest tens, then what do we get? We get, yes, 20. 22 is estimated as 20. This is known as estimation. Understood? So, when I ask you 60 to convert, okay, 60 or 63 to estimate it, to make it as hundreds. So, which are the hundreds? 100, starting from 100 we have to do. Yes, 100, 200, 300 and so on. These are the hundreds. Yes, 1000, 100, 1200, these all are hundreds. So, when I ask you to, yes, estimate 60 or 63 or 42 to nearest hundreds, what you will do? Yes, again we have to compare how many steps it is away, to which it is very close to. So, 60, 63 and all, it is very close to hundreds, right? So, it is only 40 steps or only, yes, 30 7 steps away from 100? 63. So, yes children, so you can, 63 is written as, 63 is estimated to nearest hundreds by rounding it off. We are rounding it off. That's why I am writing. We are rounding it off to 100. Okay. If it is 42, then we will round it off to 0 because it is close to 0 than to 100. Yes. So, the numbers that comes after 5 children, it is close to tens. So, we can easily, that is 5, after 5 or whatever, after 15 and all, they are close to the tens that comes forward. But what about the numbers before 5, up to 4 and all, 4 or 14. So, these numbers before 5. So, before 5 and before 15, before 25 and all these numbers are close to tens that comes, yes, before them. Okay, they are close to them that comes before them. So, backward counting we will do. Yes, understood? So, similarly even for hundreds also. So, if I ask you, yes, look here. Here they are asking making hundreds. That means we are rounding it off to nearest hundreds. So how many steps it is away from the nearest 100 we will see, and then we will round it off. For example, look here, one more example I will give you. Yes, that is 112. Okay. Yes, 112. So tell me which are the hundreds which are close to 112. 100 and 200. So children, 100 and 200 are very close to 112. So 112 is only 12 steps away from 100. But it is how many steps away from 200? Yes, let us see an easy method. You all know subtraction, right? So 200 minus 112. So you all know subtraction, that is 0 minus 2 can be, these are the numbers in ones place, tens place and hundreds place. Yes, we have to first start the addition and subtraction always from the right hand side, that is from ones place. So 0 minus 2 can be? No, then we have to, yes, borrow one number from the next digit which is in the highest place value, which is in the higher place value. So the 0 in the ones place, yes, should ask or should take one, okay, one digit from the next number in the next place value. Even that is also 0. So again this 0 in tens place should borrow 1, okay, from the next digit which is in hundreds place. So that is 2. So 2 becomes 1 and here it will give 1 to tens place, right? So again 10 should give one number to, yes, one digit to which one? To the 0 in ones place. So it becomes 9 and this becomes 10. 10 minus 2. You all know, right children? Yes, very good. 10 minus 2. 10 on your fingers. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9. This is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So it is 88 steps away from 200 and only 12 steps away from 100. So to which I should round it off? It has to be rounded off to the nearest hundreds. That is 112 becomes 100. Okay, this is known as estimation. Yes children, did you understand? Yes, so what is estimation? You understood? Rounding it off to nearest tens or nearest hundreds or nearest thousands in the similar way when you, yes, go to higher classes, or in the next lessons we will get to know what is estimating to nearest thousands also. Yes, now look here in the textbook. What will you add to 354 to make 400? Because look, they are asking what will you make, okay, what you will do to make 354. Let me write 354 here. Yes, to make 400. So it has to be estimated to 400. So what should I do? Should this, okay, be added or should it be subtracted? Look here children, from 400 I am asking. So if it is going forward further, if it is forward counting of numbers, that's why I told you what is forward and backward counting, you have to be thorough with it. Okay, so 354 to 400, is it forward counting or backward counting of numbers children? Yes, it is forward counting, right? So if it is forward counting, okay, listen carefully, if it is forward counting when we are rounding it off, then it should be added. Yes, and backward counting means it is losing. That means backward, if it is going to 300, if at all, for an example I am telling you, if it is going to 300, then it should be subtracted, taken away, subtracted. So this part you have to be thorough with. So if it is moving further, we have to give, right, to 354, some number should be added, should be given to make it 400. But if and all, if 354 moves to 300, it has to be rounded off to 300, means the number should be taken away from. Hence it has to be subtracted. Yes children? So now, so to make 354 400, to make this, to round it off 354 as 400, what we have to do? We have to add, right? So how much number is added, they are asking. So how much will you add? What is the number that you add to make 400, they are asking. So what you have to do? 400 minus 354. That is, yes, 10 minus 4, because this becomes 3, this becomes 10, and again 9, and again 1. So we are borrowing the number from the digit in the higher place value. Yes, 10 minus 4 is what? 6. 9 minus 5 is 4. 3 minus 3 is 0. So 46. So 46 is the number that should be added to make it as 400. But what about 300? 300, if this has to be rounded off to 300. So for that also, what you have to do? Yes, this comes above 354. From 354, we are taking away what? The number to which it is moving backwards. Yes, so here it is moving backwards, right? So that number is subtracted, the smaller number. And here it is moving forward, right? So to know how many steps it is moving forward, again the number that is moving forward is subtracted from the destination. It has to be rounded off. So the smaller number is subtracted, right children, from the bigger number. Yes, to know how many steps it is moving forward or whether it is moving backward. So look here. So again I am subtracting 354. Okay, minus 300. That is I am subtracting this 300 from 354. 4 minus 0 is 4. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 3 is 0. So it is moving 54 steps backwards. Yes, it has to move 54 steps backwards to round it off to 300. So children, whether 54 is greater or 46 is greater? Tell me whether 54 or 46. We are comparing it. So when I ask you to tell whether this is greater, this number or this number is greater, what we are doing? We are comparing. Okay? We are comparing. So 54 is greater than 46. So do you remember the sign of greater and lesser and all? Greater than means this sign. Yes, we tell 54 is greater than 46. We use this sign to say greater than, is greater than. And when 46 is lesser than 54, that means this sign represents, it tells us, that means is lesser than. Yes, and is equal to means they are same. This sign means is equal to. So you know these signs, right? This means is lesser than. This sign means is greater than. So what we are doing, we are comparing. When I am asking you which is small, which is big, which is lesser, which is greater, I am asking you to compare it by using the signs, whether it is equal to or whether it is greater than or whether it is lesser than. So I am asking you to compare it. Now here, yes, what will you add to 354? To make 400, we have to add, yes, how many? We have to add 46 to 354 to make it as 400, right? So, look, 354, 46 should be added, right? 46 should be added for 354 to make it as, yes, sorry, 400. So, 46 means what? How many tens and how many ones are there in this 46? 4, 6, 46. Yes, 6 is in ones place, 4 is in tens place, isn't it, children? Yes, that means what? When you expand it, okay, how you will write? In the expanded form. Do you remember? Yes, 40 plus 6 or 4 tens plus 6 ones. That means what? 4 tens means what? 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 4 times I am adding 10. That is the meaning of 4 tens. If I write 7 tens, that means 7 times I am adding tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, totally 7 times I am adding tens. That means 7 tens. So, here, look here. 46 means 4 tens and 6 ones. That means 1 plus, look here. 6 ones means 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 6 times I am adding here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times I am adding ones. Understood? Yes. So 4 tens means 40. That is 4 tens, right? 4 into 10. 10 times I am adding. Times means into. 4 into 10 is also 40. What is multiplication, children? Yes. Do you remember what is multiplication actually? So here if you see, I am telling you 4 into 10 means 4 tens are 40. Yes. And here what I have done here? Yes. 4 times I have added tens. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. That also gives you 40. Yes. So what is the meaning of multiplication? It is nothing but repeated addition. Yes, repeated addition. Understood? Yes. So now, hence instead of repeating my addition, this is the easy step. So how many times we have to add? 1, 2, 3, 4. So which number we have to add? 10. So 10 into how many times we are adding? 4. Gives you 40. So the number you have to add for several times. The number that you are adding repeatedly, that number into how many times you are adding, that number, if you multiply them both, you will get the answer. So that is multiplication. So here 4 tens and 6 ones, that means 6 into 1. Yes, gives you this one, right? 40 plus 6. So here what they are doing here? Yes, now they are telling you, yes, now make it to nearest 400 by drawing the blocks. So how many are there? Actually in one line there are 10 blocks, right? So 1, 10, 22, they skipped counting off. Yes, tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes. Now, how many more you want? You want another 40 more. 4 more 10 blocks. 4 into 10. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is already there. Add 4 more 10 blocks. That means, yes, even this should be completed. I will write in pencil. I am showing it to you. No need to write in a pencil. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means I am adding 10, 20, 30, 40. Here I need to add 40. I need to get 46 should be added, right? That is 40 plus 6. So 4 blocks of, yes, 4 blocks of 10 units. And then what I have to add? I should get, now I got only 300 and how much? How much did I get now? Yes, another 6 more should be added, right? To make it 400. So next to it, okay, I am going to give only 6 units, 6 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Understood? Yes. So here they have done the same thing. Okay, children. So first they are adding 6. They are giving 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And then they drew 4 more blocks. 4 more blocks of 10 blocks. Okay, that is, in each block there are how many units? How many cubes? 10. So they have extended this. Why? Because one block, I told you, it will have 100, right? Yes. And now it is to nearest 100. That is, now it is 400. Here if you see, children, you will, yes, get to know. Look, they have added 6 here and then 10, 20, 30, 40. Yes, they have colored it in dark yellow so that you will get to know the difference. How many, yes, how many cubes we have added to round it off to nearest 400. Yes, children, did you understand? Any doubts? So, you should know the expanded form and you must know the place value properly. And you must also know why we will, yes, use multiplication for repeated addition. And children, this main part you should know while doing estimation, while making hundreds or while making tens. You must know, like, yes, whether you have to move forward or whether you have to move backward, whether you have to do addition or whether you have to do subtraction, and then how you will do to find out how many steps it has moved forward or whether how many steps it has moved backward. So how will you find, children? By doing subtraction, by taking away the number. Okay, from the bigger number you are taking away the smaller number. So these points you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, yes. And look here, draw more blocks to make 500. Fill in the missing numbers. So here 425 is given. So we have to make 425 to 500, right? Yes. So what we are doing? I want all of you to take out your classworks now. Yes? Yes, children, did you take out your notes now? Yes, and you have completed, right? Whatever I have done in my previous class. Okay, these two, whichever means I have asked you to write it in your classwork. Yes, children, now I want all of you to write down the question. Okay, write the question number. Write today's date also. Yes, before you write today's date here in the corner, and then write question number. Now, write what will you add, yes, to 425 to make 500. Yes, are we adding or are we subtracting, children? 425 is moving forward, right? So we are adding some number. And what is the number we are adding? Let us find out. Okay. Step 1. Write like this. An arrow mark. Okay. Write 425 plus dash is equal to 500. So what is the number that comes here? Let us find out. How will you find out? Okay. So what you have to do is let this blank be left here like this. Only this number should be moved to here. Okay. So I will tell you one more rule of that. So for example, 3 plus dash is equal to 12. Okay. So can you see, children? So don't write this. Wait for a while and just look here. 3 plus 12 is equal to 3 plus dash is equal to 12. So what I have to do? Let this dash remain here itself because we have to find out what number comes here. Yes? Yes? So let the dash be here itself. Okay? So it is staying there itself and the equal sign is here only. Now I am moving this 3. I am shifting this 3 to this side. Why? To find out what number comes here. When I am shifting this 3 to this side, what will happen? What is the sign of 3, children? It is plus. Okay? The sign of 3 is plus. If nothing is written. Okay? So, if no sign is written in front of a number, that means plus sign. There is minus 3 also, minus 2 also, minus 100 also. There are numbers, okay, minus 100 and all, as 100, 200, 300 and all. There are numbers, okay, known as minus 100, minus 200 and so on. They are called as integers. Okay, what are they called? Integers. But don't worry, you will learn about it in the higher classes. Don't worry about this. The only thing is, okay, each and every number has a sign. Sign means plus sign, minus sign, into sign, divided by sign. This is into, this is divided by sign. So these are the signs that we use, right, for addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. So in the similar way, each and every number, okay, other than 0, all the numbers have signs. And you know, they have only these two signs. Either plus sign, that is positive number, and minus sign, that is negative number. So all numbers have either plus sign or minus sign. Yes. So now don't worry about that. So if no sign is written in front of a number, for example, we will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, right? Will we give signs here? Yes, plus 1, plus 2. Will we tell like that? No. That means actually if there is no sign here, okay, or if we do not tell any sign before telling the number, we are just telling 1, 2, 3. That means it is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6 and so on. That means they all are positive integers and they have a sign. That is a plus sign. If no sign is written in front of any number, that means they have a sign called plus. Okay? Yes? So that is the rule. And now, when plus 3 is shifted to this side, to the, okay, after equals. So, it changes its sign. Its sign of plus is changed to the opposite, that is minus. Okay, this one. It is changed to minus. If it is minus 3 and it is shifted after the equal sign, if it is moved towards the other side of the equal sign, that means minus 3 becomes plus 3. Now, don't worry about that. Here, plus 3, right, it is. So, 3 plus dash, that means plus 3. When it is moved or shifted to the other side of the equals is equal to sign. Okay, even is equal to is also a sign. Yes. So, that means what? It changes its sign of plus to minus. That means it becomes minus 3. Understood, children? Yes, it becomes minus 3. That means 12 minus 3 is what? Yes, 12 minus 3 is what? Tell me soon. That is 8. Right? So, before 12, 11. Yes, children. 12 minus 8 is what? You will tell before 12 or what? Yes, you will tell before 12, right? And then you will do the counting. You know, right, children? The subtraction of the numbers, addition of numbers and all. Excuse me. So, it becomes 8. And now, the blank, okay, that is 8. The answer we get here is the number in the blank. Understood? Do you want me to teach one more example? Yes, I will teach you one more example, a simple example. So, when it is moving to the other side, okay, when it is shifted to the other side of the is equal to sign, then it changes its sign. Okay, so here, next I will give you two simple numbers. I will show you two simple numbers. 4 plus dash is equal to 52. Yes, 4 plus dash is equal to 52. So, what number will come here? That you have to find out. Yes, so for that, let this number be here only. Only 4 should be moved from here to this side. So, it becomes 52. Yes, when 4 is moved to this side, what happens? Now, it is plus 4, right? As I told you, the rule. So, when it is shifted to the other side of the is equal to sign, it becomes minus 4. Yes. So, now, do the subtraction. That is, 5 becomes, do here in the working column. Show me the whatever you are doing, whatever work you are doing in the working column neatly like this. So, 2 has to borrow 1 from the next digit in the highest place value. It becomes 4 and this becomes 12. Now again, 12 minus 4. What 12 minus 4 is? 7. So yes children, 12 minus 4 is 8, right? So now I have written 7. Sorry children. So 12 minus 4 is 8. So how will you do subtraction? So before 12, 11, you will keep 4 on your fingers, right? 11 10, 9, 8. So that is the number. And then 4 minus 0. If there is nothing, that means 0. Write 0. So children, 1 second. I think so I have done here also wrong. The subtraction. 12 minus 3 is 9. Sorry. Okay. So 12 minus 3 is 9. This blank is 9. Excuse me children. I had to drink water, so I was distracted. So 12 minus 3 is 9. So how you will do subtraction? Before 12. So you have to tell before 12. And then keep this number on a finger. So before 12 is, yes, 11, 10 and 9. That number is the answer. Okay. So do the subtraction. And now here I am doing the subtraction. I got the answer as 8. So that is the number that we have to write in the blank. So is equal to 8. Therefore 4 plus 8. Now put a, yes, give a dash. Underline it. So that is the answer you have found. Is equal to 52. So this is the step you have to do. Understood? Yes. Now shall we move on to this? So here, now take your classworks. Start writing. 425 plus dash is equal to 500. So which number, which number will come here? Is equal to 425 is moved to that side. Yes. So that means 500 minus 425. Okay. So now do the subtraction in the working column. Yes, 500 minus 425. That means what? This becomes 4. This becomes 10s and again it becomes 9 and 10. So it is borrowing a number, right? So in that procedure, this became 4 and 9. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 4 is 0. That is equal to 75. So you all are writing this, right? Yes, you have to write this and show me the step like this. And then, therefore, 425 plus 75 is equal to 500. And 75 you have to underline it. Yes, children. So here 425 plus 75 is equal to 500. Okay. Yes. So next, what number should be added to 680 to make 700? Yes. Write that question. Write this same question in your notebook. Okay. What number should be added to 680 to make 700? Write the question, children. Yes. And then now write the answer here. So put an arrow mark here. You have to show step by step. 680 plus dash, that is question mark, is equal to 700. Therefore, dash is equal to 700 minus 680. So you have to write this, children, in your classwork. 700 minus 680, 0. This becomes 6 and this becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 6 minus 6 is 0. That is equal to 20. Okay. Therefore, 680 plus 20, underline 20, is equal to 700. Yes, children. So, look here. This one in CW, I have shown you now. Even this also in CW. Yes. Now, write the numbers shown by place value blocks. Draw more blocks to 600. So here, this is one block of 100. 100, 200, 300. Now, how many more blocks should be written? So, write question number 3. Write the question, children. I am not writing it. You have to copy it, okay, from the textbook. Write question number 3. And then, okay, so how many more blocks you have to write of hundreds? Let's see. There are only 3 blocks of hundreds. That means 100, 200, 300. Yes, are you seeing here? Question number 3. 100, 200, 300. There are 3 blocks here. Now, that means 300 plus what? gives you 600. Okay, that means is equal to dash is equal to 600 minus 300. That is, look here, when you write it in the working column, yes, you will never get a chance to do mistake. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay, yes, so the answer is 300. So 300, therefore 300 plus 6 what 300, underline it, is equal to 600. So how many more blocks of 100 you should write here? You should write, yes, 3 more blocks of 100 cubes. So each block has 100 cubes in it. Yes, you have to draw. So draw 3 more blocks of hundreds. Another 3 blocks of same. Okay, in your textbook. And show me this part in your classwork. So whatever I am writing here in this sheet, you should also write down in your classwork. Okay, children? Yes? So now move on to next question. What number should be added to make? Here children, fourth one. What number should be added to make 900? Okay, last fourth one. So write that also in classwork. Number 3 and number 4, write it in classwork, CW. Yes? So what are you going to do now for that? What step you are going to use? Fourth one. Yes, fourth one. Write the question. You have to write the question. I am not writing it. I am writing only answer. Then, yes, 899 plus dash is equal to 900. That means show me the steps, children. It is very easy. That is 1, right? But show me the steps. Dash is equal to 900 minus 899. Yes? That means what? Look, it becomes 10. This becomes 9. Look here. I will show you here. That means you will get 1. 900 minus 899. Look, it has to borrow from the next. That is also 0. So it goes here. This becomes 8. This becomes 10 and then again 9 and this becomes 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. Yes, that is equal to 1. Therefore, 89 plus 1 is equal to 900. Therefore, number 1 should be added to 900. Yes, number 1 should be added to 899 to make it as 900. So understood, children, this part? Yes. So shall I move to the next part? Yes, it is forming numbers. So you all know the place values, right? So now keep your classworks, notes aside. Keep it aside. And listen to me now. Forming numbers. So here, when I ask you to compare any two numbers, yes, you will tell whether it is big or small. When I ask you 7 and 3, compare them. You will tell, yes, 7 is greater than 3. Or you will tell 3 is lesser than 7. Both are also right. Yes. Now, what I am asking you to do is, yes, use 7 and 3. We have to form the numbers. So, I am telling you, use, this is comparing. I am asking you to compare. When I ask you to compare, you will tell this. But when I ask you to form the numbers using 7 and 3, what you will do? Yes, you can form 73 by writing 7 in the tens place and 3. And then you can also write 37, 37. So we are forming the numbers using these digits. These became digits now. The number 7 and number 3 became digits now. once when we formed the numbers. Understood, children? We are using two different numbers to form a number. Okay, so both the numbers are there and they became the digits of that number. And now 73, if it is written in the tens place, okay, there are two digits, that means there will be two place values. Yes, which are those two first place values, children? That is ones and tens. If there are three numbers given, three different numbers, then there will be 100. Three place values will be there. If we ask you to, yes, form numbers using three different numbers. So they will have three place values, and what are those? Ones, tens and hundreds. Yes. So which is the highest place value among these? Yes, of course, hundreds. So which is the highest place value in this? Tens, right? So children, you have to learn about the place values also. You have to be thorough with it. Which is the highest place value and the lowest place value and so on. So now when I ask you to form the greater digit, the biggest number by using these two numbers, you will tell 73. Why? Because which is the biggest number in 7 and 3? It is of course 7. 7 is greater than 3. And which is the highest place value? Tens. So 7 should it should be put in the tens place. So 7 is in the tens place and the smallest number is in the smallest place value, that is ones place. So that time we will get the biggest number. Yes, but when I ask you to write the smallest number, what you will do? You will write the smaller number in the higher place value, that is tens. Tens is the highest place value. You are writing smaller number in the highest place value, that is 3, and then bigger number in the lower place value, that is 7. So 37 is the smallest number that can be written using the number 7 and 3. So this is all about forming numbers. So I can give you 3 numbers, I can give you 2 numbers. Yes, children. So if I give you number 2, number 5 and number 6. Yes, so here we will get, we can form a number of, yes, 3 place values, that is ones, tens and hundreds. So I am asking you to write the smallest number and biggest number. Yes, so here smallest number and biggest number. So here smallest number means what I will do? Yes, there will be 3 place values, hundreds, tens and ones. Yes, so smallest number means, now write hundreds, tens, ones, tens, hundreds. We have to write this way from right to left. Okay, from ones to hundreds. So for biggest number also write the place value ones, tens and hundreds, because there are 3 digits to be compared and to be formed. Okay, a 3-digit number. We can form 3-digit number, right? Yes. So to form the smallest number comes in the highest place value, that is 2. And the second smallest number comes in the second highest place value, that is 5 comes in tens place, and remaining 6 comes in the ones place. Similarly, to form the biggest number, the biggest number among these comes in the highest place value, that is 6. And next biggest number comes in the next highest place value, that is 5. And then the remaining number, the left out number, comes in the ones place, that is 2. So this is the smallest number and this is the biggest number that can be formed. Yes, we are forming numbers. Okay, children, this is all about forming numbers. Now, they have given here, okay, 1, 5 and 7, and they are trying to form as many numbers as possible by changing the places of the numbers, okay, under different place values. So children, how many numbers can be formed using 2, 5 and 6? So this is one number. This is second number, another number. So one more, hundreds, tens and ones, okay. So let the 1, 2 be here, okay. And then I will interchange this, the place of this. So 562. And next, yes, next is let the 5 remain in the tens place, okay. And then I will interchange this one, the numbers, the places of numbers under different place values. And similarly, how many more can I get? Yes, I can also get this one, right? I will write 5 here, then 2, 6 here, or else, yes, 5 under 1's place, and then 6, 2, and so on. So I can get so many digits, right? The thing is, you should not get confused, yes, and you should interchange. You should change the places of the numbers under different place values to find out how many numbers can be formed. Okay, and now I want all of you to take out your class work. Yes children, so you have written up to here, right? So turn to next page, take out your class works, and now read this, okay, and write it as well. Write second main first one, right? Second main first one like this. Write the question, okay children, write the question. Make 6 different numbers using 492. So 4, 9, 2. Did you write the question? Make 6 digits using 4, 9, 2? Yes. So now we will write, okay, let 2 be in 1's place, then 9 and 4 and 2 be in 1's place. Okay, I am not changing the place of 2, I am only changing the place of these 2. That is, it is in 1's place only. Yes, then comes tens and hundreds. That means 4 and 9. Here 9, 4 you have written. Here 4, 9. Yes. So did you write? And now one more. So now next I want you to write 9 in 1's place and write 4 and 2, the other 2 numbers in the next 2 place values, and again 9 in 1's place and 2, 4. Interchange the places of the numbers. And next, in the same way, now who should come? Which number should come in the 1's place? Yes, number 4. Let number 4 come in 1's place. Yes, 9 and 2. Then again let the same number comes in 1's place. Okay children, that is 4. And now it becomes 2, 9. So understood? These are the 6 digits that can be formed using the numbers 4, 9, 2. Yes children. And now make the smallest and the greatest 3-digit number. So I have explained it to you. Yes, I want all of you to write this in your class works. This one. So children, I want all of you to write this, make this point, okay. In class work, I have taught you how you should form small digit number and greatest number. So because this is 3-digit, because there are 3 numbers, right? A number which has 2-digit, it is known as 2-digit number, and a number which has 3-digit in it is known as 3-digit numbers, and so on. So do this, okay, this mean also in your class work. Then make the smallest and the greatest 3-digit number. I want you to write neatly the question. Yes, in your class works like this, write the question and then write the answer down. Okay, yes, you can write the place values, okay, like this. You can write the place values if you have any confusions, so that there will be no chance for you to make any mistakes. Okay, and now, so this also CW, and also this, sorry children, yes. And now write true or false. We can write it here only. 875 is the greatest 3-digit number using 7, 5 and 8. So let me tell children, look here, 875. So which is the greatest number? 8. Yes, and look here, yes, 8 is the greatest number and it is in the highest place value. Yes, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds. The greatest number is in the highest place value. The next greatest number is 7. That is also is in the next highest place value. And the remaining 5, the smallest number, is in the smallest place value. Yes, it is true. T-R-U-E, true, or T. Yes, similarly, 312 is the smallest 3-digit numbers using the digits 213. Let us see. So we have to write the smallest, right? So we have to write the smallest number in the highest place value. So which is the smallest number? 1. 1 is in the highest place value, children? No. 3 is there, right? So 1 should be in the highest place value. Next smallest number should be in the next highest place value, that is 2. And the last biggest number should be in the lowest place value. That should be in 1's place 3 should be, 10's place 2 and 100's place 1. So this is false. Yes, understood children? So I want all of you to be thorough with this lesson. Okay, then in my next class, yes, in my next class I will do this lesson, but by then I want to see all your completed notes. Yes, and all of you should be thorough with this lesson reviewing 3-digit number. If you are thorough with it, then it will be very easy for you. If you are thorough with the place values, and if you are thorough with the addition and subtraction of the numbers, and the, yes, signs that are used to compare the numbers. If you are thorough with these things and even the multiplication, the tables and all, then it will be easy for you to what? Learn maths and to do sums. Maths is really very easy and it is full of fun. So I will give you one homework, children. In your classwork, after writing all these mains, that is 2, 3 and all, and even these mains, whichever I ask you to do in your classworks, these mains, yes, you have to write tables. Okay, so make a note of it in your homework book now and write tables in your classworks itself. So this is your homework. I want to see your homework also and your completed notes. So you can write tables from, yes, 2 to 15. I want all of you to write tables from 2 to 15 2 times. In your classwork only. In your classwork book only, children. Yes, you can make a note of it somewhere in your rough book, in your homework book. But I want you to write tables from 2 to 15 2 times in your classwork. Yes, children, thank you so much. So complete the notes also. Soon I will be starting the next lesson, children. Bye. Take care.